Now today we're going to put together a Bushcraft first aid kit that you can actually carry. Now every item in this kit has earned its place, and combined they will treat all the injuries that you are more than likely to come across on a camping trip. Let's put it together. First we have the combat tourniquet. Hopefully I won't ever need one of these, but if I ever have a life-threatening bleeding from an arm or leg, this is going to be my first choice. Nothing else in this kit matters until the bleeding is under control, which brings us to BleedStop. And this is not a dressing, it is a hemostatic powder. You use it together with gauze or another dressing to help control bleeding. Not every injury is going to require a tourniquet, and not every bleeding wound requires this powder. Used in conjunction with a rolled gauze, it can be used to pack a wound, it can build a pressure dressing to help control bleeding, secure other dressings, or simply wrap an injury. It really does do a lot. For larger cuts, scrapes, burns, or abrasions, we're going to throw in a bunch of 4x4 gauze. For smaller wounds, you're not going to need a larger dressing, and that's where the 2x2s are going to come in. They're really handy. Now this stuff I used a lot in the military. I love Coban. It sticks to itself and don't stick to your skin. It secures dressings. It adds compression and provides light support and takes up almost no room. Waterproof medical tape secures dressings. It helps hold pressure bandages in place and stays put even when things get wet. It's simple, reliable, and something that I always carry in my medical bags. Now most injuries aren't really dramatic. They're little cuts and scrapes and the occasional hangnail. Band-aids probably get used more than anything else in this kit, except for the triple antibiotic ointment. You know, after cleaning a minor wound, I apply a small amount of triple antibiotic ointment before covering it, and it helps that thing get all nice and healed. Bonus tip, you can use the triple antibiotic ointment to help you start a fire. Alcohol prep pads are awesome. You can use them for a bunch of different things, cleaning your tools, disinfecting, and they can also be used to help you start a fire. So it's another multi-use thing in your first aid kit. Now this one surprises a lot of people, but super glue is an amazing little item in this kit. And if you have very small cuts, something that could possibly use a stitch, maybe two, super glue can hold it together until you can get to a doctor or whatnot. I've actually used it countless times on myself when I have cut myself and should have went and got good stitches. Now medications, I have Ibuprofen, we got some Benadryl, and then we have some Tylenol. And now these three medications right here are going to solve majority of the problems that you have in the woods. Now, Moleskin, we used a lot in the military. Believe it or not, it helped cut down on the blisters, and it was some very valuable stuff. Tweezers, you can get the ticks off. You can get, let's see, splinters out. You know, you can use tweezers for all kinds of things. Now this one, hand sanitizer, is something that you can use it to help start a fire, and it kills 99.9% of all bacteria, and it makes that other 1% like immune to everything. Now we have a cravat or a sling, and it's not really a sling. This is a bandana. It's a large triangular bandana, and I use it to make a sling out of for your arms or whatnot. You can use it for your pots. You can use it as a water filter. You can use it as a rag, as a hat. You can use it for so many things. It's so versatile. Then we have a elastic bandage or an ace bandage, and this is going to put compression on an injury. And then we have several sets of gloves. So this particular molly is a little bit small for what we have going on here. Not all this stuff is going to fit, and it's a little bulky is what it is. So, but what I have here is another one that I got from the Dollar General store, and this one, it was on clearance, so I went ahead and picked it up, and we're going to fill this with all the 4x4s back here in the back, and just put these dudes in here. We got the BleedStop, we'll put the BleedStop right here as well. The 2x2s. And alcohol prep pads. Now we'll put those there. Now if you notice, I put all the BleedStop and the bandages and everything there. We'll also put this little roll gauze right here in there, and then you could also put your tape. So inside this side we have all our bleeding and stuff like that. Now we're going to put, I took all the allergy pills or the Benadryl, and I put them in a different container instead of the blister packs. And then we'll put that in here. And I got Tylenol, we're gonna put that in here. And then I have the Motrin, and it will fit in here. And we're gonna continue on with that and put the antibiotic in here, as well as the hand sanitizer. And right here we had the tweezers, and they could fit right up in this little pack right here, probably with a couple other things by the time we're said and done. Then I have the actual super glues right here that will go in the same container, and then that zips shut. There we go. Now next we got the ace wrap or the bandages. You know, we can put that right over here in the top, and we got the Coban that does the same thing. These fellas, we can just stick that up underneath there, and we'll put our tourniquet right here, and that will allow us, we can put our gloves inside this, because they do get kind of bulky, and there's no rhyme or reason to this. As long as you know what's where and how you can get to it. It's not arranged by any kind of ABCs or 1, 2, 3s. Just know that breathing and ABCs is airway breathing and circulation. You know, all your cuts and stuff like that is right here on this side, and then your tourniquets right here in the middle. And then we're going to put our cravat right here. Now this should fold up nice and neat. Zip up nice and neat. There we go, like so. Now you have a first aid kit that you can take with you that can do anything that you need it to do. Now this does not have the MOLLE attachments to it, so we have a carabiner here, and this carabiner will allow you to hook it on and then hook it to your backpack, or you can just throw this into your backpack just as is and just reach for it, grab for it, and being read, you know it is your first aid kit. All right, this is not a trauma bag. This is a field first aid kit that is capable of taking care of the majority of the injuries that you could receive or sustain at a camping trip or at your campsite or hiking or kayaking or whatever you choose to do in the great outdoors. But this little kit is very capable, and this little kit is awesome, and it fits right in your bag. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, follow, and share. I'll see you next time. God bless you.